Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Every actor has a turkey in their closet. Yes, even the most well-known and prestigious actors. The practice of disparaging one's own subpar body of work has recently gained popularity in Hollywood. Here are some actors who didn't hesitate to direct a little animosity toward the movies they'd prefer to have off their resumes. Brad Pitt. 8 weeks before The Devil's Own debuted, in February 1997, Brad Pitt expressed to Newsweek his dissatisfaction with Alan Pakula's IRA thriller. Pitt admitted, "We didn't have a script. Well, we had a great script, but it got tossed for various reasons. To have to make something up as you go along, Jesus, what pressure. It was ridiculous. It was the most irresponsible bit of filmmaking, if you can even call it that I've ever seen." George Clooney. The likability factor of George Clooney seems to increase with age. Additionally, he occasionally makes fun of his own films, most notably Batman and Robin by Joel Schumacher, which only strengthens his everyman image, but his performance as the Caped Crusader pales in comparison to his part in this camp fest from the late 1980s. At Newsweek's Oscar conversation in 2012, Clooney discussed the risks of performing for pay. "As an actor, all bets are off if you need money," he said. "I've done really crappy movies or crappy jobs when I was broke, and people go, 'Why did you do Return of the Killer Tomatoes?' Because I got the job!" Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts did not acquire the title of America's Sweetheart by being challenging. Nolte wouldn't be aware of that, though, when they joined together for Charles Shire's homage to the fast-talking rom-com I Love Trouble. The two actors drastically underperformed their Hepburn-Tracy roles. The warring actors' on-set shenanigans were quickly reported by the media. Roberts couldn't help but make some blatant digs at her co-star while her PR team sought to perform damage control. She said, "From the minute I met him, we sort of gave each other a hard time, and naturally, we got on each other's nerves," in a 1993 interview with the New York Times. While he can be completely charming and very nice, he's also completely disgusting. He's going to hate me for saying this, but he seems to go out of his way to repel people. He's a kick. Alec Guinness. Alec Guinness had already acted in iconic movies like The Bridge on the River Kwai, Great Expectations, and Lawrence of Arabia by the time he played Obi-Wan Kenobi in 1977's Star Wars: A New Hope. Guinness is said to have stated during production, "Apart from the money, I regretted having embarked on the film. I liked them well enough, but it's not an acting job. The dialogue, which is lamentable, keeps being changed and only slightly improved, and I find myself old and out of touch with the young." He was rather taken aback by the ridiculous amount of recognition he received for playing the wise old Jedi Master, and in the end became irritated by it. Guinness described a moment when he bumped across an autograph-seeking fan who boasted to him about having watched Star Wars more than 100 times in his autobiography. A positively final appearance, a journal. Guinness reported by agreeing to sign the boy's book in exchange for a guarantee that he would never watch the movie again. Sylvester Stallone. When discussing his film career, Sylvester Stallone doesn't mince words. Stallone is aware of how awful the movie was, despite sharing the titular mother's violent tendencies with the charming Estelle Getty. "I made some truly awful movies. Stop or my mom will shoot was the worst," stated Stallone. "If you ever want someone to confess to murder, just make him or her sit through that film. They'll confess to anything after 15 minutes. Halle Berry. Halle Berry wore the infamous catsuit to feature in this infamous flop, 3 years after taking home an Oscar for the independent success of Monsters Ball. She later accepted her Razzie Award for Worst Actress for the movie, and she was a good sport about it, telling the crowd, "You know, I've got so many people to thank, because you don't get a Razzie without a lot of help from a lot of people. First of all, I want to thank Warner Brothers. Thank you for putting me in a piece of god-awful movie. You know, it was just what my career needed, you know? I was at the top, and then Catwoman just plummeted me to the bottom." No one was spared from her fury, including Berry's management, agency, lawyers, acting coach, and the film's authors, cast, and director. Michael Caine. Perhaps it's the English accent, but few people criticize their own movies with the same level of fun as Michael Caine. And while Sir Michael, a two-time Oscar winner, has recently had a revival in his career, mostly due to Christopher Nolan, the years haven't always been kind to him. The 1980s were a particularly strange decade, because they saw Caine frequently switch between fantastic and terrible roles. As an illustration, Caine missed accepting his Best Supporting Actor award for Woody Allen's Hannah and Her Sisters in 1986, because he was too busy filming the fourth installment of the Jaws franchise. Caine stated of Jaws: "The Revenge" in his 1992 autobiography, What It's All About. "I have never seen it, but by all accounts, it is terrible. I have, however, seen The House That Was Built, and it is terrific." Gwyneth Paltrow. Although Gwyneth Paltrow receives a lot of criticism for her lifestyle website Goop, she has chosen the right roles almost every time. The two exceptions, in the Oscar-winning actress' opinion, are this comedy about a flight attendant and Shallow Hal. In a 2006 interview with The Guardian, Paltrow called the film terrible, calling it shite. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos.